Today we are with Dawn Reed, who is the president of and founder of Aloha to Aging. How are you today, Dawn?
I'm fantastic. How are you, Colleen?
I'm doing good. I thank you for your time. I know you're a busy gal, and we appreciate you coming on with us. First off, let me ask you, Aloha to Aging, how did that come about? Was this a brainchild of yours? How did you get the name? I mean, we're landlocked here in Atlanta, so give
Well,
us some perspective.
we may be landlocked, but hopefully we can all have the opportunity to have the Aloha spirit, and that is the goal. It is breath of life. Aloha means hello and goodbye. So I came up with Aloha to Aging, as in say hello to aging and say goodbye to the stigma of aging. My dad lived in Hawaii for a short period of time when he was single, and when he was married and had children, he definitely brought that aloha spirit into our family and our home. And I'd been to Hawaii many times, and when you think of aloha and Hawaii, you just get into a happy mood. So I wanted to bring that kind of feeling to what can be often a very negative and unhappy time and difficult time in people's lives.
I understand that, and having been to Hawaii, I know exactly what you're saying. It is fabulous, and you do just kind of shed a lot of stuff. um, so that's the beginning. So as you progress, what when people ask you what is the target age or market that you're trying to hit?
Well, that is an excellent question. Because we say aging, everyone assumes it's really, we'll say 50 and older. And the truth of the matter is, our programming, because we do volunteer, we're mainly volunteer based, and because we do simulation programming and education, we can bring that into middle schools, high schools, colleges. As well as area businesses and senior groups. And we've actually brought it to a mom's group who valued it and said they've learned something, how they need to have patience when trying to teach their daughter how to tie their shoes. So you can see our programming kind of goes from, and actually when we're in session and not in COVID, we actually have daycares come and visit and do singing for us and presentations. So we're really 3 and older, but our main target market, honestly, is 35 and older.
Okay.
Um, Mainly for education, and we've seen a lot of early onset and people that are having to deal with the transition of an aging loved one and multi-generations living in one household. So I mean, it can definitely be teenage, but we see a lot of 30-year-olds trying to help out their parents or grandparents.
hmm
Yeah.
Well, Dawn, full disclosure, I've been through your trainings and they are fabulous. They offer so much perspective to someone that you might take advantage of. You know, I know the one where you had to do buttons. You had
Mhm.
to fasten your just a shirt button, and but you have what did you have like gloves on or backwards, and so it's so clumsy. And you have if you're in a sandwich generation and you've got the daughter that's trying to get her kids to school, come on mom, hurry up, that whole scenario. I remember that, and you're thinking, oh my gosh. So it teaches you, or one, that patience and
And
something
empathy.
that we all should learn for sure. So I would suggest anybody should go, everybody should go through these trainings that you offer. So how do you charge for these trainings, or do you offer them? Do you go into assisted livings, or you said daycares and
What we do, actually, we take this, it's a mobile program, so we take it to several civic organizations. We definitely take it to assisted living. In fact, right before COVID, we had just done it there. Obviously, church groups, really any, and I said the different school systems and Chattahoochee Tech, KSU. So we've taken it all around. And I think the key thing for this is it really induces empathy. And
Mhm.
we have been very fortunate. Prior to COVID, we had grants that we applied for, and we're funding this. So grants are very hard to come by right now unless it's a food
Yeah.
bank, so or something different than obviously what we're doing, because we can't do this in person. So
Right.
And other than that training, we've really taken almost all our programming, our support groups, our education, our wellness programs, both Parkinson's as well as the caregiver support groups,
Hmm.
and the Aloha Day Club programming. We've taken that all virtual. So that's been fascinating to see the
Yes.
transition
Yes.
of non-technical people
I'm
to
sure you're
grasp.
doing a wonderful job. So, if anybody sees this video out in the hinterland, how do they contact you or how do they arrange to have your type of training or your services come to them?
Well, we have a website, aloha to aging.org, certainly, and actually right on there now, due to the COVID, we have, if you'd like to be part of it, please, we now have a YouTube channel. So it says info at aloha to aging.org. So that's the main email that myself and other people, Jerry, will get. And so we'll be sure to answer back to that. But you can go to our website and it'll say click on, to get our newsletter. You can certainly do that as well. Mhm.
Okay. Don, thanks so much for your time today. I'm sure everybody will enjoy learning about Aloha to Aging because guess what? We all are. Thanks again.
Well,
Take
thank you.
care. Aloha
Appreciate it. Aloha and mahalo.
and mahalo.